I was asked how to properly water your lawn for the summertime. So I'm going to show you a few of my methods and how I water my lawn in the summertime, and hopefully this will help you out. So stay tuned and let's go over that right now. Right now, current time is 6:56 p.m. Saturday, July 19th. So this is how I will come out and water my lawn. This is what I do on the regular. Now, I bought myself one of these little basic Oscillate little sprinkler systems from Walmart that sits right in the center of my lawn here. And as you can see, my lawn is pretty much like a square with a little part going up to the side yard past my deck here. That part, I got a little different water system over there to water that part. But this is all that covers my backyard here. And it does a pretty good job. Covers about 2,300 square feet. And it was very, very basic and simple. But for the most part, I sit that in the middle of the lawn and let it do its thing. Now, that's the major part. Get yourself a water system. Get one that is dedicated to your lawn. Some of you guys probably have in-ground irrigation systems. Some of you might have above ground or sprinkler systems like the one I purchased here. But it's all about running it for the proper amount of time. Now, the best time to water your lawn is 6 a.m. to about 11 a.m. But you want to make sure you water it deeply. That's going to give your water a chance to sit and penetrate deeply on the soil. But first and foremost, you got to make sure your soil is not hydrophobic. Hydrophobic soil is soil that basically rejects water. The water is piling up on top of the soil and not penetrating deeply. Now, you guys seen me in the past use the basically Hydrotain or the Lawn Root Moisturizer by Bio Advance. That's also basically is going to help break surface tension, but it's also going to help the soil absorb the water and hold it a lot longer. That's the difference between the Hydrotain, the Bio Advance, and using regular soap. The regular soap is not going to help hold the moisture. It's going to just help break surface tension. But when you use those other supplements like Hydrotain and Lawn Root Moisturizer by Bio Advance, it's going to help pull in water and hold it onto the roots. So that's a little bit of difference, because the active ingredient inside the Bio Advance, I'm not sure about the Hydrotain, but the active ingredient inside Bio Advance is humectant, and that's basically water absorbent. So now let me show you a quick demonstration. So here we go. I got my water system, got my water turned on. This is a little connector that turns the water on and off. So now I'm about to turn it on. There we go. So now it's all fired up and ready to go. So now this is what I'm gonna do. This is the second best time to actually water your grass. I do mine majority of times in the evening when I get off work, 6, 7 o'clock. I'll water my lawn from about 6 p.m. all the way up until about 9, 10 p.m. at night. Now, I know a lot of people will say, hey, that's not the proper watering technique, because you want to make sure your lawn gets a chance to dry out during the day. That's why they say it's best to do it in the morning, because then it has all day to dry out. But my lawn is protected from fungus. I put down my fungicide. So watering at night or in the late evening, I have no problem with it. I mean, it rains any time of the day. It rains at night, and you're gonna get a fungus regardless. You can't stop Mother Nature from raining. So this is the next best time for me to water. The sun is going down, it's cooler in the evening, and you're just gonna let your sprinkler system run. Now, how long you gonna let it run? Well, this is another kicker here. This is what helps me figure out how long I let my sprinkler system run. So you have two methods here. You have your tuna can right here. This holds 1 inch of water. Tuna can, cat food, dog food or something. Dog food really don't come this small, but some of them kind of do. But you're gonna use this little can here. This is 1 inch depth can, tuna fish can, cat food can. You can use that and set it up in the far points of your lawn. Now, you want to make sure when you set it up, you can set one up in this corner like I do, the far corner back there, the far corner in the back over there, and then to the far right over here. That's going to let you know, once this fill up, that's going to let you know that 1 inch of water was put down on your lawn. Now, If you want to take it a step further, I also have these. This is what I upgraded to about 2 or 3 seasons ago. Now this is going to tell you right here, when this thing is full, you put down 1.5 inches of water. So I got 4 of these right now. So this is what I do. So I'll take one, I set it up right here. So that's one, and one corner right there. Gonna take the next one to the far corner over here in the back. And I'll set it up just like that. Now, when you set these up, gotta make sure you place them and they don't fall over, and make sure you remove them when you go to mow the grass, because a couple of times I stepped on them or I rolled over them with the mower, and you don't want to do that. So this is the far back corner here, and as you can see, I'm placing another one. So now, so far I got 3 placed in the lawn right now. And then the last one here, I place in this far corner. Just like that. So now I'm hitting all 4 corners of my lawn. So now this is gonna let you know when you put down an inch of water, and it's gonna also let you know what parts of the lawn is getting more water than the others, because that is gonna happen when you have like a oscillating sprinkler system just like this. Some parts of the lawn is going to get a little bit more water faster than other parts. Now, what I notice about my lawn, the back corner to the right over here doesn't fill up as fast as the left side of my yard here. My left side will fill up probably within 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and the back corner needs almost an hour, because this oscillating, like I said, it hits every part of the lawn, but it takes a little bit, it doesn't get to that back corner as fast as the left side of the yard, if you understand what I'm saying. And also to this right side of the lawn also. But I let it run, then I come out, I check how much water is down on each of them. And once that back corner back there gets to about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, now technically you need 1 inch of water on your lawn for the week. 1 inch of water a week. That's gonna help keep your lawn hydrated. But me, if it's really, really hot and we hitting 95+ degree weather, I always go 3/4. So I'll do 3/4 and 1 watering, wait 2 to 3 days, and then I'll do another 3/4. So now that gave me 1.5 inches of water on my lawn for the week. And that's helping me keep my lawn green like this without dying out and browning out too fast. Now, you know, your lawn will take a hit. All the grass will not make it throughout the season. You will get some spots that just does burn out, and it happens. But if you can keep 85% of your lawn green, as you can see here, about 85% of my lawn is green, or 90% if you want to say. I do have a little bit of brown, like undertone in some of these spots, but also because my dogs come out here and they play also. So, you know, I'm battling with heat. My dogs playing, some wildlife run through here like skunks and stuff, and they may dig up the lawn also and do their business in the lawn also. So I'm dealing with a bunch of different factors, but for the most part, this is how I keep the lawn green. So like I said, make sure you got some kind of measuring device in the lawn. Make sure you have your watering source. Now, this one may not work for you. You may have to get like a 3-zone watering source, but they will work. Just make sure you're measuring out the proper amount of water, because some people will just put this down, let it run for 10 minutes and think that's it. No, you're not watering deep. The whole idea of keeping the lawn green is watering the lawn deeply and infrequent. You don't want to water every day, because now if you're watering every day, you're not giving your lawn roots a chance to actually grow deeper and search for water. With me watering for 2 times a week deeply, Once I turn it off, shut this down, now the roots are looking for water, and the water done penetrated deeply down into the soil, that the roots are actually growing deeper down, searching for that moisture because they know it's moisture down there. So that's how you develop a heat resistant lawn also. Stronger root system. So you want to make sure you're watering infrequent. So 2 times a week, space it out about 2 to 3 days in between watering cycles, and water deeply. So make sure you're measuring out the proper amount. And as you can see here, it's doing its thing. So I'm gonna let it run for a good hour, and then I'll come back out, measure how much water I accumulated inside my little measuring devices here. And as you can see, it's in the evening, but I'm gonna let it do its thing. Don't let nobody tell you that the evening is not a good time to water. Like I said, Mother Nature, it rains in the evening. You're gonna get a fungus if your lawn is unprotected anyway, but technically watering during the daytime is the best practice. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted to explain to you how to properly water your lawn. You can use the tuna can, or you can buy dedicated basically watering gauges. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more videos on how to keep a nice green lawn. So I'll see you again.